You know what time it is. Oh.
Yeah. What's good, brother?
Yo, what's going on, man? It's been a long week for me. I had a lot of complications, but we here today.
Yeah, I remember that from last Saturday, you had a tin pan.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. But anyway, let me start the show off, right? Anyone, welcome everyone to Just Our Opinion Guys podcast. This is episode 13. You guys already know, last time I was cussing people because they weren't liking, subscribing, or commenting on my shit. Now, at least 2 people liked. And at least 1 person comment. Listen, I ain't trying to be like Vlad TV and all of that stuff. I'm just trying to smallly build up my buzz. Yeah? I'm getting emails. I'm getting text phones. What's that, bro? What type of technology is that? It's a new thing, bro. I just created. I'm getting text messages. I'm getting WhatsApp messages. The love is real. Now, remember I told you I had a couple listeners in Dubai. Yeah. Man, I had Sweden a lot, bruv. Don't know why, see, that person's calling me. I had Sweden a lot. Now, Nigeria, you know, that's home team anyway, even though it's just my brother and his wife and that, but still, that still counts aside. And I've got Ghana now, and man's got Mexico again. I don't know who this person is in Mexico, you know, that be listening, or people in Mexico, but somehow my thing's gone to Mexico. And I got Portugal. I've been looking at the analytics, you know, just gassing myself. Even if it's 1 or 2 people, what are you talking about? Man, it's international. Your podcast is not. Remember that. Anyway, what you been up to this week, old man?
Bruv, same as last week. Just working, grinding, putting myself out there. On a random shout out, I want to shout out Twerk City.
Twerk City?
Yeah, literally the event set up by my boy Mads.
Is that what I think it is?
Yeah.
People
he had a couple music performances and he had a couple of gal come through do the twerking.
When are we going?
It's mad car. Literally, you know how in America when it comes to like throwing money, they throw money. The first stars the girl that came, like they like all together she got like £15, like one £5 note and like one £10 note.
The disrespect.
Yeah, but afterwards man started like acting right in it, started throwing money, but it was a little change of pace. But shout out to Matt, his work rate is insane. So he's a promoter putting on mad different events. You might know him as Sick a Bit. He's been doing this thing for years. So he wanted to do something a little different this time. But even then, the reason why I wanted to shout out the team was everyone was respectful. Because you know everyone's got a hustle in it. Where every time the guy do their thing over there, everyone's mad, like no one was moving mad thirsty or nothing. Everyone knew what it was, had a good time. There was rude boys there, but everyone behaved. So, yeah. Bro,
I'm going to be the thirstiest guy in the club. What are you talking about? I'm going to be front row and centre, boy. I'm going to be like, yo, make it clap, doing the gestures. That's going to be me, bro. Rude boy or no rude boy. What are you talking about? If you got your pum-pum in my face, it's going down in the club.
That, but you can still be respectful. That's what I'm saying. If you want to shoot your shot, you can still shoot your shot, but you're not going to be no caveman, I'm a rape you if you say no kind of thing either.
Okay, why did you have to put rape in the sentence, bro? Now you just killed my vibe, man. Now people are going to be thinking I'm some thirsty rapist. I didn't mind thirsty. Thirsty is cool, but rapist is it's a heavy title, bro.
Well, everyone knows you're not that way. You know Harvey Weinstein, bro.
Bro, we're not going into that topic again. Yo, before I get into my AKAs, I'm going to introduce, we got a special guest. Remember I said, or you said, you was going to try and get your friend on the show.
Yeah, I'm just going to ask. I don't like speaking for other people, innit? You know what I said? I'll ask.
South London's finest, Mr. 6-0. Is that right? 6-0?
6-0.
6-0. Badding up your baddest man in the boxing ring. Oh, you're not going to do the introduction, nothing? You're just going to leave your friend just standing there, no?
No, I was going to say, literally...
You're the deadest announcer, bro. Just deadest.
My brother, you called me when I was drinking water, fam. Allow me, cuz. But yeah, literally, every man this brother has fought has made look shit. And as someone who has done boxing training, any one of you man who's ever done it, you know boxing and how difficult it is. So to make someone else look dead is a skill in itself. You know what I mean? In the same way, my man, whatever he says, he delivers, bruv. Facts. But I don't even like gassing the thing. My whole thing would be like, watch a man for yourself.
Oh, I'm going to gas the thing. It's Mr. 6-0 in the building. Our first guest on the Just Opinion Guys podcast, Chris Congo in the house. I was going to do a ching chaps, make some noise, but we're not that podcast. We're not doing that over there. Chris, now, I need to ask you a couple of questions.
Go ahead.
Right. I'm not a boxer myself, yeah, but I love boxing. But I don't like boxing training, right?
Okay. Yeah. Right.
Bro, what you talking about? Man's telling me, run here, do this. When you did, what I want to know, I've got a couple of questions. When you did your first burpee, yeah, is that when you discovered Jesus Christ? That's what I want to know. Because I did a burpee before, yeah, and I saw God. He wasn't white, bro. He was a dark-skinned black man. That's another story. Is that when
he jumped up?
Bro, that was it. When you did your first burpee, what was the feeling and sensation? Can you even remember that?
Well, probably not, but I've had times where I've done burpees and I've done 3 and I thought, fuck this, man. What am I doing here, bro? You get what I'm saying? And it's mad because it's like, it's a basic exercise, yeah, but it's so hard, bro.
It's not basic. That's why it's so hard, bro.
Basic about
it's basic for you, blood. Because you know I remember when I first done training, yeah, man thought the warm up was the whole thing, bro. Like, so I literally thought, man's getting in. This is easy. I think, okay, cool. We're about to come to a close now, innit? I'm like, cool. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit tired. Let me just set the last 5 minutes. He's like, blood, this is the warm up, fam. To me, it's insane, bro. Like the level of fitness you man need.
So you're in training camp now.
Yeah.
So this is a week before your fight.
A week before, yeah.
So you're like you're at peak fitness now?
I'm at peak, man.
Okay, cool. So talk me through your average day's training session in a camp preparing for a fight.
Okay. On a hard day's graft, I would wake up 4:30 in the morning.
4:30. Wow, jeez.
Sometimes 5. It all depends. It all depends how I'm feeling. Sometimes I wake up, I'll be like, you know what? My opponent is sleeping. Trust me. This is the time for me. I have to get up now. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So wake up, do my 5-6 mile run. Come
5.
back.
Jeez. Man thought I was a bad man. I did 5K on the treadmill, yeah, and I was bare like
5K on the
5K on the treadmill, not on the
Listen,
road.
let
On
me
the
tell you
treadmill.
something about the treadmill, yeah? Anything you do on the treadmill, so let's say you do, how long do you do? 30 minutes?
13 minutes.
30 minutes on the
Bro,
treadmill.
Yeah, like, I can do that.
I haven't got the shape of Anthony Joshua. I got the
I
shape
know.
of Biggie
But some
Smalls, bro.
people-
No, on average,
Like,
I can do 30 minutes.
my 5K was 45 minutes, bro.
Let
And
me
I
tell
thought
you
I was a
something.
bad man.
You see 5, like, okay, let's say 30 minutes on the treadmill is like 15 minutes normal running on the road. You do know that?
You're just killing me, bro.
You do know that?
I didn't know that.
I know
didn't know that.
psychologically it feels different. So I
It's
can do
much
5K
different.
easy on treadmill. It's
treadmill.
calm.
Yeah.
But to even do 1K on road,
On the road.
blind.
So basically, because you're just saying you're a
It's-
dickhead, John.
it's
You're a
a
dickhead.
madness.
Like, your 5.
Not
Who
really,
cares about your 5K
because
on the treadmill?
I used to think, you know what? Like when I had a few injuries, I used to just go gym and just do like the same sort of time I was doing on the roads and do it on the treadmill just to help my knee. And my brother was like, what are you doing? He's like, watch when your knee gets better. Try do that same half an hour and see how tired you get. And then I realised, flipping, no, it is different still.
All right, so you wake up 4:30, 5 o'clock. You do your 5 miles, not kilometers, miles run.
miles.
What we doing after
You go
that?
by miles. After that, let's say around 10.
That's normal. That's when I normally wake up. By the way, 10 o'clock.
Gonna
Facts.
go to Twickenham, do my S&C session with my guy Ben,
What's S&C?
strength and conditioning.
Oh, strength and conditioning. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go up there, do some strength work up there, and then 3 o'clock back in the gym work, usual. Could be sparring, could be bag work, could be anything really, technical work. So yeah, it's just whatever the coach puts us up with to to be honest.
Okay. So from 3 till when is your last
From 3
session?
till 6.
3 till 6.
Yeah.
So basically you're up at 4:30 and you ain't stopping till 6 o'clock.
Basically.
That's a madness. I can't even imagine doing that, bro. First of all, you killed me with the 6 months already. Just dead in my life. It just made me look like
Just,
a cunt. Yeah, straight away. And then you gotta do strength and conditioning, bro. I can't. You know, here's the thing, yeah. Whenever I feel I'm a bad man, I love going to the gym now and just doing one leg stretch. And then you see the pussy jump from my soul into my face, bro. Just one leg stretch. I'm like, just stretching my hammy, and all the bad man is gone one time. I can't do none of them things there.
Like, literally, on a sidebar, bro, man would train to run 5 miles like it was a marathon. That's how much, that's how bad my fitness is. So the fact that you do that every day, do you do that when you're training? I mean, when you're not training as well as when you're training?
No, like it all depends. When I'm training for a fight, I'll be doing them sort of runs minimum 4 times a week.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I ain't training for a fight, like this Christmas, I'm gonna stay active because I'm hoping to fight in January.
Okay.
So I want to be doing that run like twice a week.
Okay, all right, okay. I can feel a little bit better about my life now. Twice a week.
But I don't know. I might just keep it at 3-4 times a week because I want to be on point. Come January, so I'm gonna be doing some secret training. I ain't gonna be telling no one, but boy, when you see me in January and I'm in shape, just know I've been working out.
Just remember, by that time, he's gonna be Mr. 7-0 because he's fighting on the weekend.
Just to confirm, it's literally gonna be next Friday, Bethnal Green, York Hall, mad popular venue. I know the fighting starts from 5 o'clock, right?
6.
Oh, from 6, my bad.
6 o'clock.
Do you know what time you're gonna be fighting, or it still needs to be determined?
My manager still needs to let me know what time. I wouldn't know only on the day. That's the only thing. But I shouldn't be on too early and I shouldn't be on too late.
Yeah, shout out to C's and shout out to AJ as well and the rest of Chris's management team still.
Yeah.
Is there still tickets available?
Tickets are still available. You can get at me on my Instagram, Twitter, or whatever at 2SlickChris. So yeah, make sure you add me up, man.
2SlickChris.
2SlickChris.
All right, okay.
Yeah, so like, all the details will be on the description of the.
I'll make sure I have that up. I had another question, and I know people ask this all the time, but I'm gonna ask this my style, because I know people say that you shouldn't have sex while you're doing training.
I've heard that.
Okay.
This is a bag of nonsense, right? What's your take on not having sex during a training camp before a fight?
I think you should have a limit.
Okay.
Reason being, so you have that. So your testosterone levels are high. Because I think it's well, I've tried to do loads of research and still there's not a set foundation on how many days you shouldn't have sex until your fight. But for me, I like to keep it, let's say, when I find out I'm fighting, I like to do that. But then sometimes there's loads of temptations, man. You get tempted.
But this is what I'm trying to say, so you're not strict on that.
I'm not that strict on it because there's sometimes I've had sex and then gone in the gym next day and I've sparred brilliant. So it still don't make sense to me how I said, oh shit, you know what? I done 6 hard rounds. I had sex yesterday and I think, bro, what's going on?
And it didn't mash up the stamina or nothing.
Nothing. But then there's some days where I've sparred and I've like flipping out. Yo, I'm tired, cause it's not.
It's one of them beating sessions. I don't know if it's anyone else. Sometimes you have sex and then you feel like, that when you come, you bust your nut and then you feel like all the shame in the world just come over you, bro.
Oh yeah.
You feel like
the same way man's beat, like, where my whole soul's left. Like, I've definitely had the moments like, bro, I'm so physically drained, and that's just me being a civilian. But I'm definitely with you there.
I'm telling you, there's nothing. This is what I say. This is my personal opinion, Chris. Where you from originally?
Congo.
Congo. Alright, cool. So there's gonna be a Congolese dish here that's gonna be similar. Bro, if I'm beaten, yeah, and this is what every African man is doing, you can't just tell me I'm not gonna eat 1-2 padded yam, yeah, and fish stew, or I'm not gonna eat jollof rice, or I'm not gonna eat pepper soup because I'm Nigerian. That's just gonna replenish the energy. I'm gonna be ready for the gym the next day. What are you talking about? Yam can solve everything, bro. Yam and palm oil. What are you talking about? That's the few of the champions, bro. I'm knocking anyone out after that. I could beat 10 chicks, bro. Yam and, bro, you're not serious. That's just my personal opinion.
Alright.
I know this is not your traditional.
Some
but
like
boxing's a
camps, they have like different days. Like Manny Pacquiao's camp, I know they do 10 days no sex before a fight.
Okay.
Manny Pacquiao's camp do 10 days. I don't know. A little birdie told me Floyd don't care.
Floyd don't care.
Yeah. People have said he might have done it before a fight. Like,
I wouldn't be surprised, but when you're that much better than the rest of the competition, bro.
This is the thing, bro.
Well, he's the one that started the go club, and then I'm gonna run from the club to yard. That's a different level.
I didn't even know he did that.
Bro, that's a different level of
still.
Conditioning and a mindset that you're running, even though like the running.
Yeah, it's all the same. I feel like I go running a lot of the time on Saturday mornings, and it's like I see some people when I'm running, and it's like it's basically the same thing.
Okay.
So some people are like, oh, why didn't you just do what Floyd does? And I'm like, nah, I want to get my rest, man. I like my rest. I like sleep. So I prefer to sleep than wake up and run at that certain time.
But yeah, it's true.
I prefer to party and then run at that time.
That's mad though, because it's funny because you compare that to Adrian Broner. It's like he's tried to replicate the flashier stuff or the flashier side of Mayweather.
I just think Adrian Broner just loves to live life, man. You see him, he got stopped last time, but the guy was clearly drunk, bro, off his head, like literally.
But that's the thing, because the reason I wanted to touch on that is because with a Mayweather, he will do all of those things, but not everyone understands how much work he's already put in throughout his life, but how much work he puts in on a regular basis anyway. So it gives off the impression that he's not doing that much work. And I feel like certain man like Adrian Broner got sucked into thinking that, not fully understand, because the same way, whenever you hear Mayweather talk, you'd feel like this guy's not really training or taking things seriously. But I've heard similar things where, because I remember I saw a thing on the documentaries, like the main reason why he works so like often during the early hours of the morning is he likes thinking that man's on job whilst my opponent is sleeping. So just psychologically that helps him. And I just feel like so many people get sucked into the gas where it's like, no, if you're gonna rate Mayweather, rate him for everything he does, not what he looks like he does.
Last comment on boxing training and camps. How's your diet like when you're in training? Are you eating or drinking grease doing that, or are you completely dedicated to the cause?
Boy, I mean, I don't really have problem with my weight sometimes, so might have a cheeky burger sometimes.
Okay.
We've seen Floyd do it, but obviously I'm different. Like, my body type might be different to Floyd. Floyd might eat, you've seen him eat 2 Big Macs in between camps, but his body might be, maybe he can eat that and he won't put on weight.
Because I remember Andre Ward saying something before the first Kovalev fight that he had, and he said, I knew I was going to, obviously he thought he was going to beat him anyway, because he's Andre Ward. But he goes, I saw him drink a Coke, and he goes, this guy weren't ready for me. Because he saw him drink a can of Coca-Cola in one of the press conferences. He goes, I knew I had him from there. He goes, he weren't in the condition that I'm in.
But you know,
I was like, rah. Is it really that deep?
Nah, you know what?
Some people like to touch on it to say it's that deep, and it's like when Kovalev, not Kovalev. What's Virgil Hunter?
Yeah.
He said, he drinks vodka all the time, and I know we got him and whatnot. But obviously, some countries are different. I've seen, you know, them Russians. That's their culture. They love to.
Yeah.
I've been to Poland. I see Masternak having a beer with us, and he's fighting on the weekend. So it's crazy. I've been in camp at GB camp, and I'm hearing that there was a Romanian fighter for the WSB.
Mm-hmm.
He was fighting, and he's like, I don't know if it's a ritual or something that he does, but it's a thing what Romanians do. They go sauna and they have a beer before the fight because they want to feel relaxed. And I thought, wow.
So really just
drinking
keeps
Carling before fighting.
I feel like everyone has their sort of theory and everyone has their culture of things, and people have their way of doing stuff as well as their eating. Like, I don't mind. I might have a cheeky burger on a day where I know my weight's okay. It's not gonna kill my weight. You know what I mean? Either way, in the morning, by the time I run, but that will be gone anyway.
Are we talking McDonald's burger? Or are we talking chicken shop burger, bro?
No, I do like my burgers, man. So, I mean, what was the last burger place I went to? I think it was I can't remember now. I think it was GBK or something.
Oh, Gourmet Burger Kitchen.
Yeah.
Yes, Bathers over here. Before the show, guys, I was on the PPO game. So, was talking about how he thought he was Floyd Mayweather with the money, like, you know, talking about £22.58, nothing for a venue, and then he was like, I ain't got no loose change, I only got notes in my wallet. Now Chris is talking about, you know, man, I'm at GBK, you know. I'm talking about McDonald's, bro. I'm talking about Dixie Fried Burgers. Man's talking about GBK. I don't know, boxing must be treating you well, boy.
At the risk of sounding even more like a Baileys, but it's not even a big thing. If you want a sick burger, try at the diner. You can just check it out in Shoreditch.
I'm away after the show, after last show.
I think I might.
That's
go
where
the fight
that was. After
that and Byron when they do some six season fries. Oh my days! But that's a complete sidebar. But yeah.
Shout out to the diner, garlic. I want to say it's garlic and butter fries. Yeah,
I've never tried
them are the ones. I got the sweet potato fries, but them garlic and butter fries. Woo, boy! I thought I was gonna get pum after that, boy. I didn't, but I'm gonna get into that next. Right. I disrespected the show. I didn't even do my AKAs, Chris, man. You're gonna have to tell me some of your AKAs. But normally I bless the viewership with my AKAs. I came up with a new one.
Okay.
So you know it's Big John all day of the week. AKA the Chocolate Thunder. AKA the Dark Destroyer.
AKA.
That's the second coming of the Dark Destroyer. We got a boxer in the house of the original Dark Destroyer. We know who he was. AKA the Girl Dem Sugar.
Anyone call you that? Yeah.
No one's called me the Girl Dem Sugar yet. Bro, I'm coming close though. I'm coming close. When I get into the segment about my miserable love life, I'm gonna tell you about how I nearly came close to a girl calling me the Girl Dem Sugar. Right. AKA the new one. Mr. Untouchable. That's my new nickname. That's what I'm rolling with this week, November 2017. Because you know what happened? Police officers at my workplace, one of my workplaces that I work at, they were running after a guy, right? Running past. The guy runs past me. They do their thing, whatever. I thought the guy got away. I didn't get away, I thought he got caught. I see the guy zooming past me, right? The police officer stopped right next to me and goes, where did that guy go? I was like, I don't know. And I was like, it's got nothing to do with me. Yeah. He goes, if you don't tell me, you're going to be in trouble. I looked him dead in the eye and I was like, you need to arrest me right now then. And he was like, alright, sorry mate, didn't mean to bother you. And then checked after the guy, Mr. Untouchable, that's my new nickname. Boy, them don't even want it with me, that's all I'm saying.
Blood. That guy's a prick though for trying. You know what I was like? Because literally, that only works on pussios. 2 days ago that happened to me. And I never even get stopped by the police. Police are just normally calm with me. That was a nuts vibe, bro. I was just outside my workplace and that happened. Yeah, because literally that whole bar only works if that person's a pussy. Like if a man says to you, Like, you can't arrest me for not telling you nothing who's got nothing to do with me, bro. Get the fuck
And
out
I'm
of
the
here.
least of bad men of all bad men, but I think like I just listened to like DMX, bro, and I listened to Taxstone's podcast, and I was just feeling like half a gangster that time.
He's still
and
inside,
I said
isn't
them words. He's still inside. I was listening to old episodes, yeah, right.
Nice.
But you know when you listen to something that will hype you up, bro,
Yeah.
I was really feeling like, you know, where my dog's at that moment, bro, and I just hotted up the police officer, but still.
I hear you, bro.
Right, on to last week. I said I was going to talk about what was going to happen with me linking the Egyptian girl. I was going to mention. I'm going to talk about that. So I'm going to go into the segment, Chris. It's called My Pitiful Love Life, right? It's what happens in my love life, because
asking me that.
I might have to ask for some advice, bro, because it's hard out here in these streets, bro.
I got you, man.
Alright, so now the update on the Egyptian girl thing is nuts. So I was supposed to go to a house party, Chris, and this Egyptian girl was gonna come through a hookup through this French girl.
Okay.
The house party got cancelled, so that didn't happen. I called up, I messaged the French girl and told her, look, it's not happening, but we can still go out. We can still make this happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the French girl was like, don't worry, I'm gonna do something else, blah blah blah. So I was like, oh fuck. This is a girl that is in my workplace. These girls from my workplace are going to my workplace this week. And then the French girl comes up to me, she goes, Jean, fuck that Egyptian beach. I was like, whoa, I was like, what did she do? Like, you know, she's like, Jean, she said, she thinks you're nice, but you are security guard, so she thinks you have no money. So she doesn't want to go anywhere with you. I was like, and the way, bro, it's never, hearing it in the French accent is just a double diss, bro. She says you have no money, so she doesn't want to go out with you, bro. It hit my heart, bro. I heard the mean sound effects, like, damn, son. I heard all of that at that moment, bro. It finished me. So I was like, alright, you know, it's cool. That was one thing. Saturday night after I left you, I told you, look, I'll go leave the studio. Like, I can't hang about because some girls meeting me at the station. And then we're going to go out. So, you know, I go out, went to the diner, Shoreditch diner, yeah? Right, blah, blah, blah. Because I ain't flossing. I ain't going fucking all them Nobus and all of that. It's not that serious anyway. So this is me and the girl, we've got history. She listens to the podcast and she's going to listen to this anyway. It's going to be funny. So she the homie that we got. You know, you got one of them brethrens that it's a little bit awkward. You might have did the thing with them before, and it's a bit. You never know quite where you stand. Yeah, and I've always told her, listen, I'm your brethren, but I may try and smash at any given moment, and you need to know that. Yeah. Because man ain't soft out here. You get me? So we go to the diner, and then she's like, you know what? I want to go get a drink. It's like, say nothing. Yeah? We go big chill because that, you know, man was Mr. Brick Lane before. Yeah, right? So we go to an old spot where I originally met her years ago. And we have a drink and it's all lovely and dovey and it's all cool. We're having a good time and we're vibesing and I can see her slipping. Like every couple of bars, I can see her slipping that's coming out of my mouth. And then we get to the station and I'm like, yo, so... what's up? You know, she's like, what you mean, what's up? So I was like, oh my, get a kiss or something. So I lean in for the kiss, yeah. Then she kisses me on my cheek. Then I turn real gangster, I was like, so what, I'm not even gonna get a kiss on the lips then? And then she's like, no. And then just walked off. What's up?
Starting to be laughing at your pain, my G. But
I know. Oh, you're disrespectful, you know. But you know what?
Oh my.
Do you know what I did?
Yeah.
I'm a true fighter. I'm a true warrior, Chris. I'm a true warrior. I ain't boxed in the ring, but I feel like a boxer in my mind. Do you know what I did? I called out my brethren. I was like, we're going out. Right?
Yeah.
So I'm walking around waiting for my brethren, and then we're looking for places to go. So it was like, let's go Hoxton, see what's going on. So we're going to Hoxton Bar and Grill. I see some Halloween thing. I'm thinking it's gonna be hip hop because it's always hip hop there. Even today, Krept and Conan are performing there, right?
Oh,
so yeah, today at 7
Okay.
o'clock.
Right.
So I'm thinking, I get there, bro. We're in there, have a couple of drinks. It's disco music, bro.
What's going on, man?
But I kept the faith. My friend wanted to leave. He's got a girl anyway, so he's not even about that life. He's not trying to do nothing. He's just there for me and blah, blah, blah. I held the faith and I was like, look, this is going to be cool. I'm going to pick up my spirits. I'm not going to be a Debbie Downer no more about the night. We're going to have a good time. So now we're getting a little bit, we're getting a little bit merry. And then just like God sent the heavens from above. Bare girls come into the club. Bare things.
Okay.
2 girls come up to standing next to me. I'm like, I think there's this blonde thing and then this like, I thought she was mixed race at the time. And she's standing and I was like, the mixed race girl did not look all that. I'm not even gonna lie. So I was just standing there and I was pretty much ignoring her, do you know what I mean? I wasn't even trying to have no conversation. But when someone's standing there and is trying to get your eye contact and I was like, I'm gonna have to talk to this chick. So I'm talking to the girl and I realised, I'm like, oh, she's not too bad, having a conversation. Then she's wearing this I swear, this Beetlejuice outfit. Then she like takes off the hat, right? She takes off the hat and I swear, she took off the hat. She went from, in my mind, a 4 to a 7 out of 10. I was like, oh shit. I was like, that hat did nothing for her. And then she took off her Beetlejuice jacket, yeah? Bro. The titties on this girl was amazing, bro. Like, one of those, you ever seen titties where you just want to just go in your face? It was that deep. So anyway, we're sitting in the club and bro, I'm telling you, I had the best experience of my life. This girl was like, you want a drink? And I was like, yeah, I'll have a drink. Girl asked me for a drink. You know what she did? This is how gangster the girl was.
Ask guys for drinks,
So
Yeah.
There's not a lot of girls out there that ask guys for
bro,
drinks.
you know what she did? This is how gangster she was. She's like, 1 minute, give me your glass. Bro, she took Courvoisier out of her bag, started topping up my glass, bro. I could hear bare R&B songs. I was like, love at first sight, bro. So we're talking, we drinking Courvoisier. Her brethren is like, yo, do you want a drink? So her brethren's buying me drinks from the bar. I was just like, this is, bro.
You must have felt like a lighty, man.
Bro, I was, man was curling his hair, jumping up, clicking my feet and all of that, bro. The night's going too good. And I'm literally dropping the most game on this girl. But it's natural, bro. I'm just looking, where you're just looking at a girl and she knows what time it is. And then anyway, she's like, look, she lives in France. She's from here. And she had a bit of a road accent when I was speaking to her. But then, I'll tell you later on, she's far from road. Right? So then it's the end of the night. And then she's like, look, I'm staying at my brethren's yard. So I was like, you better tell your brethren that I'm coming back, innit?
Yeah.
Come back to the yard. So we go outside and I was like whispering to her, I was like, tell your brethren now, tell your brethren now, tell your brethren now. And she goes, look, can John come back? The brethren's like, yeah, sure, blah, 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 yeah, come back to the yard. Bro, I'm like, this is the one. Not only is this girl buff, yeah, right? Not only is she got some of the biggest titties I've had in the world, but this girl bought me, was giving me Courvoisier that she had in her bag. Her friend was buying me drinks, and now we're going to get in a taxi back to the friend's house. So we get in the taxi. The girl didn't even ask me to put my hand in my pockets for the taxi, bro. And we went to Hampstead, yeah? Hampstead, yeah? I didn't have to put my hands in my pockets. And then the girl was like, I'm hungry, I'm going to order some pizza. Do you want some pizza, babe? I was like, yeah. Didn't even have to put my hand in my pockets, bro. I was like, this is too much, bro. I was in there like swimwear, bro. So anyway, the brethren, we eat our pizza, all of this, I'm thinking this is cool. The brethren goes upstairs, you know what time it is, man kick off the shoes and that, man took off the jacket and that, beast smelled and that, she already knew what time it was because I love doing this to girls because it confuses their brain. When you just randomly just pick a girl up in the air for no reason, then she knows what time it is, yeah? So, we're in the yard, kissing her, I'm going for the jugular. Now, bear in mind, I've got a key point. She said she had a man, but listen. But she said he was wasted. He did a madness and and all them things. So, she was looking to end it with him. And she didn't want to give me the number at first, her number or anything, because of all the, you know, she tried to match with a good girl, but you know, I dropped bars, innit?
Yeah.
So I sprayed the 16 and it was over. So she's feeling my Kavasi, I told you. So now I'm in there kissing, blah, 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 and I'm just about to, you know, take off the panties, whatever. She's like, no, I can't do this.
You're lying.
The devil shone his face. Where was God? Where did he go? Where was what? Bro, man was screaming out, Jehovah, Jehovah, come and save me, bro. Gone, nowhere to be found. I was like, babe, what's up? You know, then, you know, all the moves that I was using before, like, you know, holding the hand, I tried it, wasn't happening. She's like, look, it's not that I don't like you, it's just that, you know, my boyfriend, you know, I still got a boyfriend and I feel bad. Now, all the emotions came back. You know, and I had to hold that shit like I liked it, bro. I was like, alright, cool, you know. I tried one last move.
She's already made up her mind.
So now, from all of these good things happening, free pizza, free Cavassier, free bottles of soda that the brethren was buying, free cab ride. Now it's 4 o'clock in the morning, bro. It's starting to rain outside. I'm in Hampstead, yeah?
Right.
I ain't got my card with me. That's the deepest thing. I've got my Oyster card, yeah? And I know my Oyster card's got £1.50 on it, yeah?
That's a one journey.
One, bro, but the buses.
One journey.
So this is, I had to get my city map around. And I was like, you know what? I gotta do 2 buses, yeah, to get me back to Hackney because I'm from Hackney. So I was like, I gotta get a bus. Another bus you can catch 2 journeys within 1 hour.
Yeah.
So I was like, alright, cool, I'm gonna do this, bro. I went to one bus stop. I'm waiting for the bus to take me to Oxford Circus, yeah. The bus don't stop there no more. It's on diversion. I see the bus go along the high street. Rain's coming down, everything. And then I go around the corner, I eventually get a bus, then I get another bus, and I got home at 6 o'clock in the morning, bro.
Mad.
Damn. It's my fucked up love life, bro. I don't know if I'm gonna catch a break, if I'm gonna catch a win anytime soon, bro.
At least you got fed, to be fair.
Bro, the pizza was banging, bro.
But Chris, has that ever happened to you before, bro?
Right, but a few times still, I can't even lie.
Is it not just, I thought it was just me.
Nah, it happens to the best of us, Speed it.
Facts.
Listen, I'm with you, brother.
Bro,
I'm with you.
I feel your pain. Because you know,
I rub the hair, you know. I rub, you know them kind, gentle ones, and you're like, nothing, bro.
But that's the thing. Remember I said like a couple episodes back about how girls reserve the right to change their mind.
Girls can change their mind within an inch of a second.
Fam, facts.
Inch of a second.
I'm not trying to hear that, bro. I'm not trying to hear.
You know the ones like,
bro.
I've seen a situation where my brethren is trying to grab this thing. She hasn't had it in a house party, and is it 10 minutes later she was beating someone in the toilet.
Oh,
blood.
So it's a thing where
Facts, cuz.
girls beat who they want to beat.
this is true.
Girls beat who they want to beat.
And that's the hardest
The
thing.
other day, my brethren, like, I went out for my mate's birthday, but we went to Club Rainer as well, just to, obviously, man didn't want to scoop things, innit? I'm not saying I was there to scoop things, I was just there, innit?
Yeah, be righteous, yeah.
I'm just saying that because there's someone I'm seeing at the moment.
I hear
don't
that.
want to think that, you get me, it's a madness, but man's there.
Shout out to her.
But cool. Obviously, this was before her time anyway.
Oh,
so
okay.
it's not even that deep. But yeah, my brothers tried to grab this girl, and she said, "Oh, I've got a boyfriend and all this and all that." And I'm going, "Oh, cool. I'm just there." But she keep looking at me, but I ain't saying nothing.
Okay, all right.
I
I
ain't
see
saying
that.
nothing. You get me? So her next brethren's come now, and then my next brethren's chatting to her. And being like, oh yeah, cool, making conversation, and she's still looking at me. So I asked her, oh, is she alright? And built up a conversation, and then next thing you know, I don't know, man, I just ended up asking for the number. She gave it, and I thought, hold on, wait, did my mate just try to mute you? But I didn't really say that in person, but
These hoes
in
ain't
my mind, I
love.
was just thinking, wow, these girls literally go for who they want to go for. Literally, it's who they. I don't know, man. It's a weird one, man.
So my game's not
Preach.
whack. It's
So
just
your game's not
preach.
whack.
All right.
Because the same girl that didn't let you beat there's gonna be another girl that's gonna let you beat, but that's not gonna let her.
That better be tonight, cause I'm out tonight, baby.
This is a funny thing because a lot of times, in the same way, because I've seen certain scenarios as well where a man, whether it's myself or one of my boys, go chat to things, she's giving us static, maybe 10, 20 minutes after, she's now softened her stance, innit? Mm-hmm. And then eventually, but even then, whenever I've pursued a thing that gives me that barrier, whether we end up beating over time, it's never really worked out too tough anyway. My best relations have been when, it's been a mutual, we both liked each other from the start. The conversation was pretty straightforward. It weren't, I'm fighting to get through here. So I definitely agree on the idea that there's so many people out there, just try and find the ones that you just click with. I mean, with your thing, it's a bit difficult because the girl that you met the second till the end, you clicked with. When she's feeding you, if that's not a sign that she's on it, I don't know what is. You know what I mean? But at the same time, the second she said,
lips that in a club, rude boy, that's when you know if you're in it.
I lips in the club. I lips it. She goes, I don't, and she dropped her. I don't normally do this. You know them bars there. You know them bars there. She goes, no, I can't do this. Well, I was there. I was like, don't worry.
Because you know what it is.
Look into my eyes.
Because the second you said she had a man, I was laughing because I knew all it takes is one text from my man.
Yeah, that's
or one missed call to completely throw her off whack. You could have just literally go, I'm gonna go to the toilet. Why is she in the yard? She could have got like either a text or she just saw something he's up to on Instagram. All of a sudden, her mind or her mood completely shifted from beating to you know what? Can't really do this.
But shout out to her, because to the end of the day, like, she's back in France now, but I gotta keep this thing because not only, so I thought she was like a rude girl. No, it's not even the case, bro. This girl speaks 5 languages.
You can be a rude girl, speak bare languages, so.
No, 5 languages and reads Latin. Latin's a dead language, bro. No rude girls reading Latin. Which one? Tell me. Which ends? I'll wait.
There's man on road who are mad intelligent, you know.
No, there's intelligence, but no one's reading Latin, cuz, and no one's speaking 5 languages.
Everyone's
and rude boy, Cockney, bad English does not count as languages, bro. Cut it out, bro.
Okay, what's this? You know Mensa, like the people that do the mad people, like the IQs are like over 170 or whatever. You don't think there's hoes there, fam? There's hoes everywhere.
I didn't say hoes. I didn't say hoes. I just said I thought she was road.
No, my point is, my point is, every type of person is everywhere.
Bro, she reads
books.
So
you got ghetto people who happen to be in Mensa.
She reads
you got hoes that.
I don't know any girls that be reading books, bro.
Oh, come
maybe
on,
because maybe because I'm a heathen and I don't remember the last time I read a book. But she's like, I don't watch TV. All in my house is just books. Yeah, she's a teacher, right? She goes, I just read books. That's all I do. I was like, this is different.
When was the last time you read a book?
Bro, I don't even know, bro. It was
don't read books.
I can't remember the last time I read a book. I'm a heathen, bro.
Because I can't even, like, most of the time, because I'm out.
Chris, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not all the way saved. I say this all the time.
Yeah, because like most of the time when I'm out, it's hard for me to like read a physical book, so I'll get a lot of audio books instead. But I'll still try to make time because like the smartest or the most successful people, they say that one of the traits is that they read a lot. Whether, and I'm not talking about like, I read like Harry Potter. We're talking about stuff that you can learn from as well. But either way, the point being is, you can never judge somebody based on what they do. What they do doesn't mean they don't do other stuff. I've seen man that will lick you down in a heartbeat, but will do painting and go art galleries. Not even just to impress girls, just because he just likes art. You know no one. So everyone comes in different packages. The same way, I'm sure you come across this. There's somebody who you feel like could be wife or queen. The way that's based on how they carry themselves, but then you might hear from other people where they've been up to. And it's like, wow, it's even hard to believe that this person who I see could be like this with someone else. You know, so it's hard, man.
Well, you know, that was wrapping up my segment on my pitiful love life. But anyway, tune in for next week for more of that shenanigans. I wanted to talk about Tyrese. Now, Chris, I mentioned Tyrese on my show before, right? And I said he was repping for the dark-skinned black men when no one else was repping. Yeah, he made dark-skinned black men popping around the world, and I salute that brother. And I was talking about him regarding the The Rock situation. And you know what? I gave him a pass. At the end of that show, I even said, brother Tyrese, just relax, but I still got your back. Now I'm looking at social media this week, and he's going through a custody battle with his girl over his child.
Yeah, his ex-wife.
His ex-wife. And he's paying 13 grand a month. Yeah, but he goes on social media. Oh, sorry. The first thing he does, gets a plane and gets a banner and flies it over his youth school. Yeah, right, saying daddy loves you and all of them things. That's a madness there already. Yeah, right. Just embarrassing the youth in front of her brethren. That's one. But two, then he gets on social media, bro. And this dude, he's got an I love and his child's name on it. And he's crying. Going, I don't know what to do. What more do they want from me? I'm paying 13 grand a month. But there tears coming down his face. What are we going to do? Who's going to lead the intervention to save the good brother Tyrese O?
You know what, yeah? First and foremost, and this is this thing that everyone can relate to, if there's one thing you can cry about and no one's going to ever say nothing, is your youths. Mm-hmm. So for me, I don't even look at him funny because of it. I think one of the biggest things, and Chris, you can talk more about this as well, because you're in an atmosphere where you're definitely got a few people trying to proposition themselves to you. So I do feel like the most important thing is just picking the right person to be with. Because I feel like a lot of these issues do stem from, and I don't mean person as in looks, I mean person in compatibility. And just, because you know the ones where this woman's basically coming off like a woman scorned. So a woman scorned that I'm in pain, so you know what, I'm gonna mess up your whole thing to hurt you the way you've hurt me.
But that's happened already.
I'm gonna get to your point. So in terms of what you can do, because reality is, all it takes is certain man that know Tyrese to just call him up, say, brother, we got you, da 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 da. Because for me, he needs people around him to just call him, bruv, and speak to him. Because he's moving like, and he made a point about this, because like millionaires and billionaires that he knows they ain't backing him. He's moving like there's no one around him that is supporting him, bro. And even then, because for me, I honestly feel the real solution is he needs to, however many times he has to try, or however long it takes, he needs to rebuild his relationship with his ex-wife. Regardless, because the argument she's making, or it's been said, was he's been mad abusive physically and emotionally. And amongst all of those things, especially with the clash of his perception as if he's a good dude, da 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 da, and because they're saying that he's also abused physically his daughter, it's all a mess, bruv.
I hear that.
So, yeah.
I hear you, but I just want to focus on the outcome of what he's doing now, because he's also saying he's broke. Now understand,
30 grand a
month,
bro,
bro, it's a piss take anyway. Can we,
13 grand
cut this in half. Tyrese crying, I'm just going to leave it as, that's whack, why are you crying online? Look, listen, keep your business inside. Yeah. You don't need to share the tears with the whole entire world. You look like a pum-pum. You're making dark-skinned men look whack out here in these streets. Relax, Tyrese. Brother Tyrese, I don't want to be too disrespectful. But now let's talk about this 13K. Child support.
That's mad.
How is 13K respectable for child support, bro?
And that's the thing, because really, that 13K is more towards spousal support. So I know for a fact, the biggest argument is when it comes to end of a marriage or a relationship is like the quality of life that I'm used to now. I married this person, is gone so much higher than what it was before. I need some type of payment to be able to adjust, or I should live a similar lifestyle.
What are they eating? Diamonds for breakfast, bro. They're still going to be eating the same Frosties, bro. Still going to be eating the same milk. What are you trying to tell me that costs 13K a month? He's most probably paying for the school fees already, separately.
That's the finesse.
All of those things. All of these are already paid for.
How can I pay 13 grand a month and I'm paying school fees? Anything the kid needs, I'm paying for anyway, and I'm still paying 13 grand a month.
What are you doing?
That's the finesse move.
Where?
Bro.
Where? I don't even care if you got Bill Gates money. Bro,
no, actually,
you know how much you're getting from me?
A
grand.
Because I wanted to ask you, have you, because you're deep in the community, in the boxing field, like the boxing world, have you heard the stories of these boxers, bro, getting finessed by like their missus or like ex-tings, even if they're not fighting and they kind of want...
Oh, that's a good one.
Like, peas from them still, even if because you know the ones where my money that I make is based on me fighting. So if I'm just retired now, but you still want the same money, how can I even do that? Because I've heard stories, but have you or do you personally experience anyone in that field that go through those issues?
The only person that I've like heard and just read about myself is Mike Tyson.
Yeah, Tyson.
Mike Tyson had the rape charge. He had a lot, and I think it was all to do with money. I believe it was all a setup for him to just fail. Mm-hmm. And yeah, bro, his book is deep still. His book is deep, and his book goes into it a bit more still.
And to touch on your point, because my argument is the girl he was with was quite possibly a finesse chick, and I feel like the wife may well have been that. So the question I want to ask quickly, how do you like, in your mind, what is the subtle differences between a good girl or a girl who's actually into you and a finesse chick?
Boy, I don't know, the way I see shit like this, yeah, I feel like it's gotta be within, like, there's certain girls I can just tell, you take them out and the next day all they want to do is just go out again, or all they want to do is just do the same thing, and you think, wow, what's going on? Do you get what I'm saying?
Facts.
I've been in a situation where the girl I'm seeing right now, I've been at home and she's like, oh, Raw, are you hungry? I'm like, yeah, you know, I don't mind still.
Okay, alright.
Done once, bro, yeah.
She waited 2 hours just to get this. I don't know if you lot have heard of Trap Kitchen.
Yeah.
She waited 2 hours just to get it. And when she got it, she brought it all the way to my house, and it was raining. So...
Girls, are you listening to that?
Girls,
you listening to that?
Lad,
okay.
Take notes of that.
That shit is real, B.
Record that, send it to your brethren, play this.
Lad.
You know what I'm saying?
She waited 2 hours.
2 hours.
To come to your house in the rain.
Yeah.
To deliver you food.
Just to deliver me.
That's Oscar right there, boy. And the best female award goes to... Right there, bro. I'm telling you straight.
You know what's, because you know what's mad? Like one of this, a few.
You ain't even made me a cup of tea before, let alone bring me food.
Blood, you just had a girl feed you, bro, Courvoisier and food on Saturday, fam. You're doing okay, fam.
Nice.
How nice.
Nice.
Yeah, but I have to say one of the things I've noticed in terms of between a finesse chick and someone's into me, for me, is like two-sided interaction. So you
I believe you can tell certain girls are finesse chicks, man.
Because for me, the way
especially in a club as well.
They don't even hide it no more.
Yeah, they don't hide it no more.
It used to be behind closed doors. Now it's like, don't even approach
me.
Me.
It is. You know who's killing the game for us? It's the sugar daddies, man. They're killing the game.
Speak on it.
They are killing the game, man. They're just buying these girls, and it's like now this is what they expect, man.
But you know what's
they expect.
You know what's funny? I hear your point.
It's not good, bro.
Because in my experience, a girl like there's been, because girls have so many men approach them by comparison to men, innit? Like having girls approach us, they almost separate certain dudes. So like, you know what, this is a dude I could just have a good conversation with on the phone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is a dude I want to beat. This is a dude I might want a relationship with.
Every girl, I believe every girl has that one guy they can always call for sex.
This is what I'm saying. I'm with you 1,000%. Mm-hmm. Where it's like, you know what, you don't even have to talk, you don't have to take me nowhere. Because this is the thing, because even the whole going out thing, I'm like, because again, I've been around so many men, like a lot of my friends who were killers in that thing, where these men are on job seekers, they're just out here living life. Then the girl that they might be beating has a man that's in that atmosphere. Like, yo, I can pay whatever you want. You know what, take my credit card. You have fun with it for the week or whatever, over the weekend, whatever. Mad. So it's a weird one, because I'm with you on the lifestyle front. That's the reason why I need to be with a girl that can afford her own lifestyle.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to upgrade shit, because if things fuck up, all of a sudden, say it comes to marriage now, you've taken me from this place to here. Now all of a sudden you have to, how can I pay for you to live and we're not together no more?
True.
That's what I'll pay for my kids to live, and then out of a courtesy you do good. But this is the thing, I'm with you, because there's even then I've heard great stories about certain girls who had very small taste. The second they get a taste of that life, is like, oh my days, I can't go back to Nando no more.
Yeah.
I can't go back to like all these other places and maybe short.
I can do that. Why can't you?
Huh?
If I can do that, why can't you? Listen, nah, man. See what we listen. I go hard on women on this show, and I don't mean to go hard on these women because I'm not bitter. I love you women, but some of you are bugging. You need to understand, like Chris, I said it before, like you can't be talking about Gucci, Louis, Fendi, Hermes, all of these things. I want a Birkin bag when you live at your mum's yard. You can't be having these aspirations, bro. You cannot get it for yourself. Allow it.
You can't have all this and not even be able to buy it for yourself.
This is my thing. Ask me to like drive because you've got a car.
Some girls, they can't even buy it for themselves, man. I'm telling you, they're broke, man. You'll be surprised.
A lot of them are broke, and this is why. Listen, a lot of them are selling pum pum now.
But it's the same
lot
thing.
of them.
But
But this is real.
I'm hearing
Half
about
of them
the
girls you
vibe,
see
bro.
on Instagram, bro. Half of them girls you see on Instagram are selling pussy. Facts.
But this is the thing, because let's say for example, right, and this is not me defending hoes at all, but let's say you're out here, you put your thing on Instagram, you're doing your thing, and then a girl that you would beat anyway brings you to her place, you beat, and she just throws you 2 bills because she's got the P. You taking it?
Are you dumb? I'm taking that straight away.
You see, and that's how it starts. That's how it starts, blood.
No, listen.
For me, that's how it starts.
Okay,
so
let me
eventually
tell you
comes to a point where I kind of maybe I wouldn't beat, but he's offering the P, so maybe I might.
Listen. There is a difference between hoes and entrepreneurs. Yeah. Let's make this distinction right here. Okay. Hoes are out here running these streets, banging dudes, doing whatever they're doing for free. And then they're your entrepreneurs, yeah? Who are out here capitalizing, literally doing marketing and promotion. That's the contouring of the face, yeah, right? Doing all these
Even
things.
researching on the best venues to go to.
The best
and the best clubs and the best
venues,
events.
who's popping, like... Chris, bro, know that you're already in the Holodex of these girls. Like, oh, he's 6-0, yeah? Alright, cool, alright.
You got, and furthermore,
So I'm gonna give him this 6-0 pussy. I'm gonna throw that at him, bro. Wait till you get 20-0. Shit, bro. Bro. That's Amber Rose pussy right there, bro. That's Amber Rose pussy right there. It's not that you're gonna do it because you already got a tick. I'm just saying. I'm trying to prepare you, Chris. Yeah, right. You're on the show, so you're family to the show. When you get 20-0, Chris, that's Amber Rose pussy. I'm the same right there. Bro, that's facts.
Man was still beating Amber Rose, you know, even though like you've heard wild stories.
Whoa! I'm not even going to Amber Rose. We ain't going to talk about that show as a whole different segment.
That's
a whole different segment. I'm going to do another show. I want to get onto the listeners' letters.
Okay.
I'm going to let you choose. Right? I've got 2 again. Like, I only get like 2 or 1 like to my email, yeah? But we're back up to 2. Last week was 1. So, I'm going to give you trannies in the titles.
What?
Trannies in the club, yeah? Or should my boy punch her in the face?
You know what? Let's
Those
answer
are the
both.
2 titles.
Let's answer both, bro. Let's answer both.
Alright, trannies in the club. Basically, there was a guy, I'm going to call him anonymous. He went to a club and there was a tranny in the club. Sorry, tranny is a derogatory word.
Transgendered would
A
be
transgendered woman in the club. And basically, the transgender woman went to go and speak to I give him names, Rob. Went to go and speak to Rob, right? Rob didn't know what to do. Rob was being polite. So he was talking to the trans lady. They were having a conversation, but she wouldn't go away. So Rob didn't want to be rude, right?
Yeah.
And, end the conversation. But he was like, look, I'm just not really interested. The trans woman, let's just call her Sarah, yeah? Trans Sarah started switching up in the club. Threw a drink on Rob.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
How you
And
call
then
her Trans
Rob
Sarah?
didn't know what to do. He said, I wanted to punch her in the face, but he didn't. He just walked away. What would you do in that situation? He wants to know what should he have done and what would you do in that situation?
Okay.
Well,
boy, it's mad. It's mad.
yeah, you go first, Chris, because right now, bro.
This is mad. What he should have done is
drop the shoulder, hit with her.
I think he should have spoke to him politely, not her, him. He was born.
You gotta be PC, Chris, man. You going into that world.
Okay, cool. So, obviously, I think he should have.
But yeah, Transfer was mad non-PC though, but that was funny shit.
I know, that was.
But sorry,
I told you, I'm not all the way sane.
I believe he should have spoke to him and been like, rah, you know what? Obviously, I don't really chat to people, or just made up an excuse and said, I'm okay. I just want to be left alone in this position I am right now by myself. Please, I don't want any trouble. You know, sometimes you have to add, I don't want any trouble.
But wait. He didn't do that. So hindsight's 2020. So at the moment, he did everything he did, right? You can't take it back. The drink goes in your face.
See, that's when...
Start seeing Chris. That's where he goes. Start!
You see, for me, that's when I see red, man. I'll just fire up, man. But obviously, I know my role in it. I know obviously for me, he's around me. I don't know who was around Rob. I don't know who was around him. If I was Rob, security's there. Say, yo, my man, just dash a drink at man.
My man, Sarah just dashed a drink.
No, because in your position, because I know with boxers, their fists are literally considered lethal weapons, innit? Yeah. So fighting in public is a massive no-no. So for me, your peoples around you should gladly like that. I got this. Don't even worry about. We got you on this one.
My brethren are pagans. They'll be laughing from the beginning. The moment Sarah went up to me, they'll
but the thing is, we're civilians. As a boxer, because even if a man moves to me, I really can't do nothing. Unless like my license is gonna be like under like review, whatever. So you gotta have a man to back it in that sense. Now, as a civilian, because for me, I gotta talk on the prevention part first. Because one of the things I love about, just watch how girls curve, man. Like, really, if you want to minimize all any of these things, where she feels like she got the man, or in this case, the trans person felt like they had a chance, nip it in the bud early. Like, nice meeting you, but try to nip it in the bud early. If it's already happened, I can't blame you for swinging. Can't blame you. Especially when it's like blood. This is my
But it's a woman, right?
No, but
I thought this is the new age thing of not hitting women.
Nah, but this is the thing, because you shouldn't be throwing drinks on people thinking you're not gonna get touched. You know the ones? Like the same way I don't like when women might be hitting man thinking, right, he's not gonna hit me back. So to be honest with you, whatever option you pick is gonna end bad anyway. I wouldn't blame you for punching her up or fighting her. If you walked away, I would rate you because you got class and But at the same time,
let me give you another scenario on this. So
I'm actually dumb.
Sarah throws the drink on you, yeah? Oh, throws the drink on you, and then you're like, what?
My first reflex.
You go to swing at Sarah. Let's just go. You're pissed off. You go to swing at Sarah, and then obviously you don't know that Sarah's whatever is Sam really in real life, innit? So she comes out with the man strength and then just hits you with the like rock bottom.
That's
like
fair as well. If you're not getting banged by if you end up getting like punched up by like a trans lady, that's like yo fam, that's gonna be hard to
trans
take.
Lady in pom pom shorts and high heels.
That's gonna be, you know what I mean? Like, especially like, say if you don't even know that person's story, they might know self-defense, so like they're giving you hooks and combos. You know what I mean? It's not like just an open, like a straight shot, you just fall on the floor. It could be like, yo,
pick up a bottle, bro. Quick fam.
Yeah, I can't go down like this. You know what I mean? I can't go like that.
Man can't let that slide still.
No, because first of all, because honestly, there's not one person who would feel like whatever you decided to do, you feel like, wow, you went too far. You can't, because first of all, you had a conversation. I would love to know word for word what exactly he said, because it could be he said something wrong, or it could be that this person's just nuts. But my thing is, I'd rather, I don't know what about you, if I approach a girl, yeah, she's not onto me, I'd rather you just nip it in the bud and tell me from the beginning. Don't entertain my conversation.
Alright, so
doesn't mean I should throw a drink on you after either, though.
Of course.
So Anonymous, aka Rob, you heard what we had to say. Personally, my take on this is I would have did exactly what you did. I would have just walked away, and then I would have
That
told
would have burned
security-
your soul, fam, if you just walked away as well.
Listen, I'm just gonna do that because it's not really worth it. I'm a big black man, so I'm just not gonna win that situation. Yeah, I'm just gonna
it's all
win
bad,
that.
it's all bad.
So I'm just not gonna win. But Rob, personally, you did a good thing. But at the same time, if you did hit her with the 3-piece combination, I ain't mad at you. The other one is shoot my boy. Again, this is just mad violent, but it's not what you think. Basically, there was a guy called Tom. Shout out to Tom from North London. He wrote in about his son. Now his son's at school, and his son keeps on getting picked on by this girl, right?
Okay.
So he's told her. Tom's told his son to tell the teachers. The teachers are apparently not doing anything. He's telling the teachers, blah blah. Tom's gone into school, spoken to the teachers. The girl's still picking on him. Now he wants to know, when is it okay for his son to just switch and just beat up the girl, or is it okay?
Okay, first of all, in situations like that, it's about life skills now, isn't it? So for me, my thing would be, you should be teaching your son to develop enough relationships or friendships with other girls around his age that are prepared to punch her up for you.
Yeah.
Real talk. Honestly,
That's real shit.
yeah, because you know the ones where, even because I understand why Tom would want to go speak to because I feel like one of the biggest things you can do to a kid is teach them how to solve their own problems.
Okay.
So my thing was, in a situation like that, I don't think he should slap the girl.
Yeah.
But for me, this is like a complete side, but that's the reason why I like when I have kids, I want like multiple, so they can at least feel like, wow, I've got brothers and sisters that will do the thing. As a dad, I can't go punch up the little girl, but that little boy should have female friends that are prepared to do it. But the more righteous answer is, he needs to learn how to stand up for himself and stick it on her. Because most of the time you can you can stick it on her without even slapping or hurting. But the point is, this is something that if he struggles with this now, over time when he becomes an adult, he's gonna allow himself to become pushed over by anyone and everyone.
That's a good point.
So for me, outside of that,
fight back against bullies, because that's essentially.
but at the very worst case scenario, say for example he doesn't have friends or you know that Chris Rock thing about, I won't punch a girl but I'd shake the shit out of her. Blood, because people need to know that, yo, I'm cool, but don't cross boundaries, innit? The same way, the fact you've already told the teacher, and that's the thing, because teachers can't really do much. And the only other thing I'd say is make a point to speak to not the teachers but the parents of that child who's bullying yours, if anything. But my as I said before, going back, my answer is two things. That this is what I do: get my kid to stand up to her without actually hitting her, where I shake the shit out of her, and have female friends that are prepared to punch her up or slap her up or do something.
What about you, Chris?
Listen, you just put everything on her plate, man.
Okay.
Literally.
I personally, just gonna keep it real, I'm gonna tell my son to slap the shit out of that girl. This is the facts. You know, one of them African slaps where you slap someone and you hear the PAM on the face, yeah, and it comes from the strength from all your ancestors, yeah?
Yeah.
One of them slaps.
Every washed plate,
Bro,
every little bit of plantain,
every time you got
little
hit with a comb, the wooden spoon, bro, all of that, yeah, all that pain and struggle.
Yeah.
American slavery of 400 years struggle, yeah, bam on their face, bro. What are you talking about? And she ain't never doing that again. That's why I'm gonna tell my kid, you gotta give her the hand of God. That's it.
Because for me as well, in a situation like that, yeah.
But I ain't saying,
If if I had a kid and my kid went through a fight like that and they're standing up for themselves, and me and the mum have to go to the school, in public, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm backing my son. Let's be clear. When it comes out, I'm giving them the sickest high five about blood, you get extra food, because the life lesson is standing up for yourself. And that's the thing, because fights can happen. What's the story behind it? So for me, stand up for yourself, bro. And then, let's see if the girl keeps talking. And that's another point, because they try to talk about how people are going through shit, people being black who are bullies, they're at home going through shit. I hear you, but I don't care. That's no right for you to slap no one, bro. And I work with a lot of young people, so I understand what they're going through and certain things. However, what she needs to learn real fast is, just because you're going through stuff doesn't mean you should take it out on other people, because you don't know what they're going through. You know no one's.
Yeah. So Tom, you've heard multiple stories here. Do what you feel is right. Personally, just tell your son to give her the 5 fingers of death and I'll sort it out. But that's just me. Oh, you know what?
Now,
Tom is?
actually, I wanted to touch on it quickly. What if, her parents were deep into the voting? Would your answer change?
Oh, bro, of course my answer's gonna change, bro. My answer's gonna change. What are you talking about? I'm like, son, you gotta hold that L, boy. You gotta hold that L, B. Right? You gotta find how deep, who the people are. You know what I'm saying? If it's gonna be a team.
I can't lie, my answer wouldn't change, you know.
Are they scammers? You know, are we talking drug dealers? Are they gunmen? It's levels. I don't know.
No, because I'm not gonna lie, maybe this is not the most healthiest thing my child would hear, but you know what it was? The same with you, bro. How many men like Chris have you ever fought, whether it was in the boxing ring or in school, and certain men like, he's gonna have you, he's from there. But the man with heart like that don't give a shit.
Yeah, you don't care.
You know them ones, like that kind of that skill in life, I want my kids to have. The man who I rated the most was that, bruv. And the same way, power respects power. Man on the roads, if there's someone who's a civilian but stands up for himself, bruv, whether I lick you down or not, I'm still respect you.
Yeah, of course.
So that's why for me, if anything, my thing would be not even more aggressive, but the point is that, you can't be thinking just because of who your dad is or who your mum is, you can be out here terrorizing little 7-year-olds or 6-year-olds. Fuck off.
True. Well, Tom, you heard that. So I hope the girl's dad's not a bad man, or you're just in the next level of trouble yourself. You might be getting bullied by the dad next week. You get me? It's that time. Give me their socials, bro.
I even forgot my AKA blood, but
You're gonna have
bit too late for that. My socials is on Twitter at Emilio. That's EMMILLIO _. Same on Instagram. And on SoundCloud, it's EMMILLIO.
Right, you already know mine. It's for the podcast. It's JOOG London. That's JOOG London on YouTube. Just type that in. On Instagram, it's JOOG _London. What is my Snapchat? Big Bum John, but I'm not even using that no more. I just deaded Snapchat. Instagram really just finished it.
Took over, yeah.
Story really finished it. But yeah, Facebook, you can find me on JOOG London on Facebook, or my personal one, which is John, surname UWEJEYAH. You can find that all interesting information that's happening with the podcast, your views on what's been happening, potential guests that are coming on, and new guests that are going to be coming on the show. Please, again, like, subscribe, comment, and share, because you guys are backwards, bro. Like, it's not that hard to just press like. You watch the video, right, or you listen to the show, just press like on YouTube. It's not that hard,
Yeah.
It's not. Just press like, write a little comment. Even if you say it's shit, I don't really care, as long as you're commenting. We need to get these subscribers.
And I was going to say, so Chris, just like, what's your socials as well, brother?
My socials, once again, I'm on Instagram at 2 Slick Chris. And I'm on the same on Twitter at 2Slick Chris, so make sure you follow me. Snapchat is Boxer Chris F2D. Facebook, the usual Chris Congo, man. Make sure you get those.
That's Congo with a K, by the way.
Yeah, Congo with a K.
And you're fighting Friday the what?
The 10th of November.
Friday the 10th. This is going to be dropping on Wednesday, so it's going to be a little bit short notice. But Friday the 10th of November, your call, 6 o'clock. Yeah. Don't be on no black man timing or Irish man timing. None of them things there. Get there 6 o'clock. Tickets are how much?
£35 standard and £60 ringside.
Ringside, £60. If you want to get that blood spatter, spend that £60. £35 is a steal for the boxing. It's a great environment.